In this video, we will learn a few lookup functions. So I'll just type down what are these lookup functions. We have one is lookup, the next is VLOOKUP, which also means vertical lookup. The next is horizontal lookup, which we can also call it as HLOOKUP. And finally, we have a new introduction in this version, which is XLOOKUP. So there are a few certain limitations of the lookup function and the VLOOKUP function, which can be overcome with the help of a XLOOKUP. But before we go ahead, we'll first try and understand where are these functions used and how to actually apply them. So lookup function will actually give you a value which you can suggest in the form of a range. So let us say I want to just give an information that if my price value is between 0 to 200, or let us say it is between 0 to 200, then that is my first range. Second range might be from 2012 2012 I will be having somewhere around 500. Then next is from 501 to I would be having the next range as 1500, and finally I will be having the last range as my more than 1500. So it will be anything but more than 1500. So that is my final range. So if I want to have a value, or let us say if I want to grade these products based on the price, I can simply type over here as a lookup function. If it is coming from 0 to 200, I may call it as, let us say I may call it as regular. Then if it is between 201 to 500, I may call it as gold. Sorry, maybe it will be silver. Then next it will come under the range of gold if it is in between 501 to 1500, and if it is more than 1500, I'll call it in the range of platinum. So this is just a bifurcation, a random values I have taken with the random, according to that I have just given the random names to them. So now if I want to use a lookup function for these things, what I'll have to do is I'll have to use a category, I'll have to just mention based on the price. I will try to find out what are the lookup functions that I'm getting answers for. So let us make a new column for that. So I'll use another column over here. I'll extend this value, I'll shift it over here, and I will try to get a value based on the grade. Let me call this as a grade, which grade or which type of the product is. So let me call it as a grade. Now I'll use the lookup function is equal to lookup. In this lookup function, every particular formula that we are using, every function that we are using, it will always have a formula being placed over here. It will ask you what these things it is asking for, what all the things are required to get the entire function satisfied. So over here I have a lookup value. So what value do I want to look up? I want to see if what is the price. So if I want to see if the price is in the range, in the given range, so I'll just click on this, comma. What is my lookup vector? So what is the lookup vector? Lookup vector is we have to see if this 250 is falling in which of the categories over here. So I'll just type over here with the help of my curved brackets. So I'll just type the lookup vector. So my first vector value is at 200. So I'll start at 200, comma. The next one is at 500. It is ending at 500. So 500, comma. The next one will be 1500. And actually the first one starts from 0. So I'll just enter the value in the beginning as 0. So then next after that is 1500, and anything after 1500 will be treated as platinum. So this is my lookup vector, and what will be the result vector? My result vector will be nothing but again the same thing. I'll open my curved bracket and I'll start typing. If it is in the range of the given value from 0 to 200, I will write it as regular. Then next is my silver, if it is in the range of 201 to 500. Then after that I have gold for 500 to 1500. So 501 to 1500, and finally I have platinum for anything more than 1500. So platinum, and I'll close the curve bracket for the result vector, and I'll use another parenthesis for my lookup function. So the moment I press enter, it will give me an answer over here if it is coming in between silver, if it is coming in gold, if it is in platinum, if it is regular. So let us say if I just double click it, I will be getting all the values over here. You can just match it out with gold. So it is coming in gold because the price is 650. Okay, so that is how it will be working out. So same is the case over here for 250, same is the case over here for platinum, it is giving 6,800 and so on. So this is how you can actually use the lookup function. Now there are a certain disadvantages of lookup function, that in case if it is in the range, then it is fine, but if it is constantly for a particular value, let us say I want to find out for a particular value which is 5320. So if it is only 5320, then there could be a number of other values as well. So in this case, VLOOKUP function will be very helpful. So if you have another entire table mentioned for all the prices for everything, we can actually give the grade based on that, depending upon our requirement. So we will just learn that now. Let us say by some mistake I have completely deleted my category and I had saved the file, and I now cannot recall the categories and I cannot actually retrieve it from other saved data. So in this case, what I have to do is I have to actually try and find out what will be the category of this wired microphone and all. But for this I require again the database. So for that I need to create a database, or if I already have a database, I have to use it. Luckily for us, we have the price list database over here, where we have the name of the product, the category, the price as well. So in such situations, what we can do is we can use this price list where I can find my wired microphones, as in the case of audio for the category. The same, I'll be getting it as a value over here. This can be done very easily with the help of a lookup function, VLOOKUP function. So VLOOKUP function will go in the vertically downward direction. It will search for all the values which are in the vertically downward direction, and whatever column we are suggesting, it will return a value for that. So it's very easy to understand. Let us just start typing. So it is VLOOKUP. What value do I want to look at? I want to look at this value, which is my C5, which is this one, so that the category will come for wired microphones, comma, it is asking me for a table array. So what is a table array? It is an entire table of information which will have the first column in which my wired microphones could be possibly be there. So in price list, now the table is not present over here anywhere into my given sheet, right? It is in the next sheet. So without actually coming out of the formula, we can directly click on price list, and I will completely draw a table around my name of the product, category and price. Right now, as of now, we just require category. So what I'll do is I'll just draw an entire table. I'll just drag it down, and once it is ready, I will click on comma. So my table is drawn, which was including the name of the product as well as the category. And now it will look up for microphone, with wired microphones that we had searched for. So it will look up in this particular column, and it will return a value for category only if I put the value next as column index number, which is 2. So what is the column number? This is the column number for the table, for column number 1 for the table and column number 2 for this table. So I will require the column number as 2. And now, since I actually have the exact spelling and exact characters for that wired microphone, I will write over here not for approximate match, but for exact match. Approximate match would be like if you are having a range from 0 to 200. So even if it is somewhere in between 0 to 200, then I will have an approximate match. But if I want exactly 200, then I will use an exact match. Since we are having a text over here, wired microphones, I will use an exact match, and I'll double click on that. So either you can write it false over here, or you can simply double click on that and press enter. Close the bracket and press enter. But the problem over here is we are getting an NA. NA means there is a formula problem in the formula. It is suggesting that there is no value called as wired microphones which is coming out from my table over here. Yes, there is a problem, because if we carefully observe, then this text that we have in this cell, it is having a space in the beginning. Now this has happened because we had used a delimiter function from column to text. If you remember, from data tab we had gone to text to column, and we had tried finding out or tried separating the values based on the comma. So the delimiter was a comma, but after the comma also there was some space available. So one character was a space, and then my next entire entry was there, or the next column entry was there. So in this case, if you see even Gujarat, we would be having a space available over here as well. So for this case, we have to first verify or correct our data, and then only we can use the VLOOKUP function. So let us just do that. How we can do that is with the help of our right and left commands that we had, the right function. So what I'll do is I want to use this from the right. I want everything apart from for the first character. So how do we remove that? It's a very easy formula that we can create over here. Equal to, I want everything in the right except for the entire length and the first one. So I want everything from the right for this particular cell, comma, what is the length of the cell? I'll just write the function of length of this cell minus 1. So length of this cell minus 1 indicates what? It indicates that I am using the entire length of this cell, which is from the space to the final character S. So entire I'll be using it. Minus 1 means I'll be just it will calculate it in number. Minus 1 means, let us say if it is coming out to be 18, it will take 17. Hence 17 from the right side will be ending at W. Okay, so when I press enter, I will be having over here as my wired microphones. I have wired microphones over here. Now double click it down over here in this case, and you will get the answer. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll copy this and I'll paste this over here as a value. Getting it? So now once my name is properly coming up, wired microphones, I have the category as audio, and now I can use it everywhere else. Okay. Now there is another problem coming up over here, which is suggesting me as NA. Now again there is a big problem which is we need to understand. Now in this case, as I told you, once we drag the formula down, it also drags every kind of a range with it. So if you observe carefully, we have B3 over here as the starting point, but the next one it is going for B4. So again what we have to do is come back to the first cell. I'll have to actually fix this, which we also call as absolute reference. So absolute reference we can just convert it with the help of F4 button. So the moment I click F4 button, it will lock my column movement and my row movement. B stands for the column, 3 stands for the row. So a dollar sign before a column or a row will suggest that it is fixed now. It won't be moving. Same is the case for the other cell as well. Now once I press enter, and now if I double click, I will get the values for each and everything. So my data is populated. The answers I have got it are exactly what I needed it according to my price list information. So just to verify it, just to check out, we'll see Wi-Fi extenders. Wi-Fi extenders, they come into network. So that is exactly what we required. So we have the value over here. Okay. So this is what we can do with the help of my VLOOKUP. The exactly similar case is of HLOOKUP when we have the price list not in the vertical direction but in the horizontal direction. So the same function can be used. Instead of the column index, there you will be asked the row index. So let me just help you out with this particular data over here. I will just use this over here as a transpose function. So transpose function will be giving me an entire list in this case. Now I'll just select, let us say randomly I'm selecting keyboard, and I'll paste it over here. In this keyboard, I want to find out what is the category or what is the price. So let us say the category is the price as well. Both I want it over here. I'll just paste it as a transport. I need to find out what is the category of keyboard and what is the price of keyboard. So in this case, I'll again use HLOOKUP function. Open bracket. I want to find out the value for this cell, which is H11. So I'll use H11 as my cell number, comma, now the table array. So this is my table array entirely, and after that I will first, yes, even before we forget, we will fix this so that it doesn't move here and there when we are dragging the formula. Now after that we can use a comma to suggest the row index number. So first is a category, category is coming in the second row, so I will use over here as 2 comma false. False means I want an exact match. Correct. Now this is it. If I press enter, I should be able to get the category of the keyboard, and which is very correctly mentioned over here as computer, because keyboard is coming under computer. Now the same thing I will be trying and using for my price as well. So now see, if I am dragging it further, what is happening? It is also dragging. Observe over here, we are having H11 as my cell reference. Okay, the cell reference value is my H11, but the moment I drag it, it will also move the entire reference towards the right, one cell towards the right. So now instead of H, it has taken I. There are multiple ways of changing it. As I have already explained, we can actually fix it, but because this is only one operation, what I'll do is I'll just bring it down over here, and instead of category, now I want price. So instead of 2 over here, I will place for the third row. So the third row, I'll place it as 3. I'll want an exact match. So enter, and the moment I press enter, I get the category as well as the price as 650. So this is all for my HLOOKUP function. Now we will learn something about XLOOKUP. In this case, let us say I have the value over here. Audio is mentioned, category is not mentioned on this side. Let us say it was mentioned somewhere over here. So what VLOOKUP does is it goes from left to right. If I want to find out from a particular range where it is going from right to left, that case audio won't be available. In this case, audio won't be available. So it is giving a reference error. It is giving over here a reference error. Obviously I have changed the reference, hence the reference error is coming up. But even if I would look at the VLOOKUP function over here, C3 to C3, instead of C3 we will be using B3. So let me use over here as B3, and I have an NA error coming up. NA error is suggesting that there is no proper management. It is just looking up at this value, going to price, and it will search in this category, because the audio is in the first category, or category is in the first column. Instead of that, I will use XLOOKUP function. So XLOOKUP function will give me, I'll just remove this, lookup value. What is my lookup value? My lookup value is again wired microphones, comma. Now it is asking me a lookup array. So what is the lookup array? Where I want to look up in? I want to look up in this particular column. So I'll just select the C column, comma. Now I want a return array. Return array means it has to be a category over here. After that, if we are interested, if not found. If not found, what should be the answer? Let me say it is supposed to be NA. Okay, and if at all it is found, it should be the actual value. So let me press bracket close, and once I do that, I get audio over here. Now, as I had told, this formula is a special formula. We can have answers for that as well. Now, if at all the wired microphones is not there, instead it is only wired microphone. If I am doing some typo error is there, so for that purpose what will happen is it should return an error. But instead of error, what it will return now? It will return as NA. So that error function is also taken over with the help of this XLOOKUP function. XLOOKUP function can be used in a lot of places and in a lot of better ways. This is just one very small example. XLOOKUP has a huge kind of an input. So that's it for this particular video. In the next video, we will try and understand different other functions as well as how to set up our pages and all.